I remember Mama and the love that she gave. Kneeling by her bedside, I can still hear Mama say, the people are depending on you, Shirley. Don't you let them down. I remember Mama in a happy way. We went to school with holes in our shoes. We didn't have much, but the Lord saw us through. Mama kept the family together, yes she did. I remember Mama in a happy way.
We call mother are those who give selflessly, denying themselves so many times to provide for others. Their hearts continuously beat with love as they provide wisdom, care, and concern for their children, as well as their family and friends. She, who is called mother, is revered as a nurturer, showing strength and faithfulness, even through her own storms. Her attributes can be compared to so many mothers in the Bible, such as Mary, the mother of Jesus, who showed strong faith and obedience to God. However, there are many mothers in the Bible who went through trials and tribulations, never ceasing to pray, trusting God and were blessed, as well as future generations of their families. From the drum, their voices arise as we hear a few of their stories in this presentation called Her Mother. Pharaoh's son the slaughter of all Hebrew newborn baby boys. Dark clouds of pain and heartache overshadowed the streets. She heard the screams of the other mothers throughout the village as their precious baby boys' lives were taken from them. In her heart, she knew that she had to save her son, even if it meant losing her own life. Her heart pounded harder and harder as she ran to the Nile River, her baby boy nestled in her arms. When she reached the river, she then wrapped her son in a blanket, placed him in a basket, then set it adrift, praying that God would allow someone to find and help him. She watched nervously as the basket moved along the river, hoping that the water wouldn't overtake it or predators wouldn't attack it. From across the river, she saw the basket land at the palace of Pharaoh. Fear gripped her heart when she saw Pharaoh's daughter pick her son up out of the basket. However, God calmed her fears as she saw her son being cradled with love and taken into the palace. Through her faith, her son's life was saved. Through her faith, her son grew up with royalty in the same house as the man who once sought to end his life until called to his true purpose, which was to free God's people out of bondage. She is the mother of Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. Call her Jochebed.
She and her husband were old with no children to call their own. One day, God sent an angel to tell her husband that she would still bear a child. Her husband was in disbelief. To show that it was indeed true, the angel muted her husband's speech until the child was born. Though it was hard
Her faith was so strong that she made a vow to God that if he blessed her with a son, she would dedicate the child back to him. She made a vow ensuring that her son would serve in honor guard all the days of his life. Her prayers were answered, for God blessed her with a son. When her son was young, she kept her promise to God, bringing her son back to the temple, where he grew up to be one of God's greatest prophets. Her son grew up to be a prophet who would anoint kings, who would be considered a fair and just judge, whose wisdom was sought throughout the land. She is the mother of Samuel. Call her Hannah.
To the five mothers, we go to Proverbs chapter 31, verse 25 to 28, which reads, "Strength and honor are her clothing. She shall rejoice in time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. She watches over the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed." Today we honor those mothers still with us. We also honor those mothers who have gone on to glory. Today we say thank you to each and every mother for your unwavering love and strength. So to each mother, grandmother, mother figure, we want you to know that you are a true inspiration, a true blessing. We love each of you. We also want you to know that today is your day.
You are a true queen.